Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be filming for you guys a first impressions video. A few disclaimers. One, sorry if I look a little dark. I am filming at night and this is my first time doing so. With my lights on, I probably shouldn't look dark, but excuse me if I do. And also, please forgive me for the loud noises in the background. It is a lot going on. And sorry if I sound a little off. I am coming down with a cold and I feel a little weak right now, but I really wanted to get this video out for you guys. So this is going to be a first impressions, mostly around the L.A.Girl their new pro coverage foundation. I also picked up a few other products that I haven't tried yet at the beauty supply store, mostly from L.A.Girl. And I know a few months back, like in the summer, I said I was gonna do an all beauty supply store makeup tutorial, and I'm still working on that. I kind of forgot about it for a second, but now I've just been reminded because I went to the beauty supply store today and picked up some really great what I hope would be some really great products. So I am gonna do that tutorial for you guys. So we're just gonna jump right in. It is like freezing outside, but I have to leave my windows open a little bit because it is so warm in here, but I want to keep my sweater on because I'm getting sick. It's a lot going on in my mind right now. Alright guys, so as I said, this is going to be on the new L.A.Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation, and I did get mine in the shade GLM 655 Rich Cocoa. There is a shade darker than this, but I felt like it was too dark for me, so this is the shade that I got. So we're going to be testing this out. Also, for the first time, I will be trying the L.A.Girl Pro Prep High Definition Smoothing Face Primer. So we're gonna start out with those products first. And you want to know what's on my eyes today, I will leave it down in the description box. So we're first gonna start out with the Pro Prep High Definition Primer. I did purchase this for about $5 at the beauty supply store. It doesn't say if it's oil free or anything. It just says helps smooth and fill in fine lines and pores, paraben and fragrance free, and rich with vitamin E. So I do have oily skin, and this is more of like a gel. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks like more like a gel consistency. Out of the tube, it looks like the Smashbox Photos Finish Primer. And if you watch my November favorites, you guys know lately I've been really loving that primer. So if this is anything like that, I am like excited. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and prime my skin. Just for reference, it says fragrance free, but it kind of smells like Vaseline. But anyway, just for reference, I do have oily skin. I do have textures. I do have textured skin all in here, like almost all over my face, and that can be a lot to deal with, but we're gonna see how all this turns out. I do prefer my makeup to be a little on the more full coverage side due to my dark spots, acne scars. Like I said, I have huge pores, I have textured skin, so I pretty much on the regular basis go for a more full coverage foundation. I normally mix primers. I normally use like what I would call this like a regular primer and a mattifying primer, but for today I'm just gonna stick to this one so we can really see how it works. So now we're gonna go into the foundation, and it does remind me of like the packaging does remind me of the Makeup Forever foundation, if you guys can see that. And I did pay about, I know this retails for about anywhere between $8 and $9. I did pay $8.99 for mine. So I did take about 4 pumps of the foundation. I'm just gonna go in with the foundation and start to use my damp beauty blender. So as of right now, as far as the coverage goes, it's okay. This color on me is a little red. I'm more of like a yellow to neutral undertone. The undertone of this shade is a little red, but I know the shade above this would have been a little too light for me. But now I'm wishing I kind of would have gotten it and made it work, because this is a little too red for me. But the coverage is okay. I don't see how that primer really like blurred my pores out. I mean, they're a little, it's okay. They're not completely still visible, but it's okay. So the coverage is okay. I do think it does look a little luminous. That I will agree to. So far, I do think the coverage is okay. Like I said, the shade is a little on the red side for me. I'm quite sure once I put my powder on, it'll even out some more. So I'm gonna do a little bit of color correcting. This is the L.A. Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Orange. I'm only doing a little color correcting because I'm looking lately, not just with the foundation, but lately I've been looking a little extra dark. And just around my mouth, we're gonna do a little bit in here. And I don't color correct every day. I don't do it even that often. I just do it when I feel it is necessary. But I always color correct in the same spots, if you're ever wondering. So like a little around my eyes, mostly around my mouth, and maybe sometimes on the cheeks, but we're not gonna do that today. So yeah, I only color correct when I do feel that it is necessary. And I know I said that the foundation is a little on the orange side, but the color correcting does not enhance me feeling that. Just in case anyway I was wondering. So I'm going for more of like a neutral look with my makeup, and like with this foundation today, I'm not gonna do like super highlight and super this. I'm just gonna keep it real simple. So I'm gonna go with the L.A. Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toast. Yeah, in the shade Toast, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this to conceal under my eyes, Cupid's bow, and just conceal anywhere I would place my concealer. And I mostly use this shade when I just don't want like a super highlight. I want it to look a little bit more natural, because this shade of concealer is pretty close to my skin tone. It's like 2 to 3 shades lighter, but still gives me like a really natural look when I want it. And one thing I can say is that I love the L.A. Girl Pro Concealers. If you've seen any of my eyeshadow tutorials or my get ready with me's, like anything where I start with the bare face, that's probably the concealer you guys have seen me use. And I'm so in the mood for a new concealer and like foundation. It's like insane. But I will say these concealers are the bomb. One thing I'm noticing already is that I don't feel like the primer really blurred out my pores that much, and I don't know if it's because I'm used to wearing a more mattifying primer in those areas, but in the areas where my pores are more out there, I don't feel like it blurred it very much. I feel like it blurred it a little bit, but not as much as I'm accustomed to, especially in the area around the nose where I get like the most oily. I feel like it really didn't blur those areas that well. I'm just noticing that right now. So now I'm gonna go on with a product I didn't even know L.A. Girl even made, and that is the L.A. Girl Pro Powder High Definition Setting Powder in the shade Banana Yellow. I didn't know, and I paid $4.99 for this. I didn't know L.A. Girl even made setting powders, and I'm a big, like, I love setting powders, and I'm very critical of setting powders because I do have big, large pores. Like, I need my foundation to be set, and there's another reason why I really wanted to try this, and I'll talk about that later on in the video, but, there's another big reason why I really wanted to try this setting powder, and you guys will learn that in a second. I'm just gonna open it, and it did come with a little cheap little sponge, and I'm just gonna pop some in the cap, and it is a nice banana yellow. Like, do I need to zoom you guys in? It is that nice banana yellow shade, nice and bright. And I'm gonna take my Morphe E3 brush. You can use this for setting powders or blush. I use it for both. And I'm just gonna take that on my brush, and I'm just gonna set my under eye. I'm not gonna bake really because I probably should. Like, that primer really didn't blur my pores as much, so I probably should bake. So I'll bake a little bit. Nice and bright. That's what I was gonna say. This powder does seem very very finely milled. It's not like a chunky powder. It's nice and not thin, but nice and like a nice fine powder, finely milled powder. It's really, really nice. I do like that off the back. And I'm just gonna really I'm gonna take more powder and really set the areas where I really get oily to see if it'll at least blur out those pores a little bit more. So I'm just gonna sit and let this bake for like a second. I do like how finely milled it is. I do like that it's not like too much of a bright yellow. It's that nice balance of a nice yellow banana shade. I do like it. We're gonna let it set for a minute and then see how it looks once I dust off the excess, because just because it looks good now, when you dust off, I had a NYX one that is like similar packaging, loose powder, and I gave it up. That was the worst loose powder I've ever used, because I put it on and it looks good, and I dusted off and I had like this white cast so strong I couldn't even deal. So we're gonna see how this looks once it is dusted off. Not bad. Not bad. I like that. I like that powder. So now we're gonna go in to set the rest of my face. I'm gonna go in with the L.A. Girl Pro Face Press Powders. These were in a favorites over the summer. I love these powders. They are $5 and they are the bomb. Nice, and it is a matte powder, a matte finish. I have it in the darkest shade, which is Cocoa. I'm gonna show you guys, and I do have it in the one shade lighter. I forget what it's called, but I have the two deepest shades depending on foundation I use. That's depending on which powder I use. But oh my gosh, I love the L.A. Girl Press Matte Powders. So I'm gonna take my Morphe E2. I'm just gonna go in and dust over my entire face. Like, so far it's okay. So there we go. To contour, I'm going to take my MAC. This is like one of my go-to MAC palettes. I'm going to take my Morphe M530. I'm gonna dip into Sketch and Blunts. I just mix those two. And then I'm gonna go in and just give myself a little bit of a contour, nothing crazy. So now we're gonna go into blush, and for blush, this is a new product to me. I think it just recently released as well. New product to me. It's not L.A.Girl, but it's new, and I was so eager to try it. So this is the Ruby Kisses Sweet Cheeks palette, and this is their Dare blushes. Oh my goodness, these look so pretty in store. So gorgeous. Like, you have this beautiful purple blush, a more pop of like fuchsia pink. This is a beautiful tangerine blush, beautiful for deeper skin tones, and here you have like a more goldy bronze shade, and it's more like a highlighter shade. I'm gonna take my Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm gonna go into that really nice, let's do the purple blush. And this brush is a little like fluffy, so that's why I went in so strong. Ooh, don't want to drop it. That's pretty. Had I used a more dense blush brush, I probably would, I know I would not have had to go so hard in with the pan. This brush is so fluffy, so it doesn't really pick up that much product when you place it in the pan. That is really pretty, like really pretty. And now for a highlight, we're gonna use this shade in this blush palette. This is such a pretty, look at that. That is so pretty, and this was $4.99 at the beauty supply store. And I'm going to take my Morphe M601, yep, fan brush, and I'm gonna dip into that shade. It gives off a nice natural glow, but it's really, I really do like it. I like this. I do like this blush palette so far. $5, you guys. Like, I really do like it. Because I was going for more of like a dramatic look with the eyes, I'm gonna take this MAC black eyeshadow. I totally forget what this is called. Corrupt this Makeup Geek. I forget what the name of the MAC black eyeshadow is, but I'm just gonna take an angled brush and run it along my lower lash line. Just because that was the look I was going for anyway. And like I said, if you want to know what's on my eyes, it'll be in the description box. This is a new product for me. This is the Ruby Kisses Lip Lacquer. I saw someone on their Instagram wear it, and she looked gorgeous in this lip product. And this is in the shade Midnight Plum Black. This lip color is the bomb. Like, super pigmented, and it's not a black. It's literally what the description says on the tube. It's like a plum black. Like, like a plummy, like a deep like blackberry. Like, oh, this is like so gorgeous. And now lastly, I'm gonna take the LA Girl Pro setting spray. I did use this before and I'm gonna set. So now I'm ready to give my final thoughts on these products. So as for the primer, which is the first thing we started with, I'm not saying that I don't like the primer first off, like firsthand, but I will say is that if you have really large pores, you may want to go with a more mattifying primer. Yeah, I don't feel like it blurred out my pores in this area where my pores are most dominant or prominent, may I say. I don't feel like they really blurred them out, but as far as the rest of my face, it looks okay. The primer isn't like a wow thing for me. I guess I will have to continue to use it, but I don't feel like it's like a wow factor. I don't feel like I get to run out and go get this primer. I know it's $5. I'm just saying I wasn't wowed by it. Not the primers, it's okay, but if you do have large pores, oily skin, I would say maybe you try it and pair it with another primer and see how you like it. Next we have the foundation. I really actually do like the foundation. I like the coverage, I like the color, I love their color selection. There were so many shades in the display. I do like the foundation. I will have to continue to use it, but I do like it. This is something I would say definitely give it a try. I do like this. The setting powder, I really like the setting powder. Out of everything that I've tried from LA Girl in this video, this has to be my biggest, like, yes, it's for this setting powder. It's a nice yellow. I'll look nice and bright under the eyes without looking really ashy or looking like I have like a cast. I do like the setting powder. Even in the camera right now, I don't have like any, like, you can't tell, like, it doesn't look patchy. It's a really nice setting powder. I like how finely milled it is. It's a really nice one. It was $5 as well, and I do recommend you guys check this out. So I'm not gonna go through the concealers. Like I said, I love them, so we're just gonna fly past the concealers. I do like this Ruby Kisses blush palette. There's either 2 or 4. The display had 4, but I don't know if it was like 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 or what. But I do like this blush palette. It was $5. The packaging is actually pretty nice. It doesn't feel super cheap. Because let's be honest, some Ruby Kisses packaging feels really cheap. This just doesn't, and I'm gonna, I want to dig into that tangerine shade so bad. I love blushes like this, like NYX Crimson, NYX Cinnamon, which is the blush that I wear every spring and summer. This reminds me of that. And these swatch, look at that tangerine. These swatch so nicely. These are a really nice formula of matte blushes, and that highlighter shade in there is really pretty as well. But I really do recommend you guys check out this blush powder. This is a great find today. I didn't even know Ruby Kisses came out with this. I just stumbled across it today and I really do like it. And lastly, we have the lip lacquer. I love this. I want to go back and get more. I did buy 2 shades, this one and the nude one, but this is so, I mean, full on pigmentation, like, and it's not over drying. It feels really comfortable. It doesn't leave like a nasty taste in your mouth. It doesn't really even have a smell. The smell is extremely faint. Like, you would have to be there like looking like a crazy person, but it's really faint. And this is amazing. I never really mentioned it, but I do like the LA Girl setting spray. It's not like go buy that shit, girl, but it's okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really do recommend you guys check out these products. I will leave them all listed in the description box. Make sure you check, and I will also leave the links to the LA Girl website just in case you guys really want to find these products out, in the Ruby Kisses website. Make sure you guys check your local beauty supply store, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.